I'm gonna real quick stop the stream because it looks like my view time is right at the end of the episode, and I don't want us to get in and you just see the kill.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop streaming for 2 seconds.
This episode of
Okay,
Death
I was
Battle is
wrong, but it's
sponsored by
fine.
Mint.
Don't worry, I'll close my eyes, I promise.
Alright, I'm restreaming.
Mint Mobile 1!
Yeah, Mint Mobile 1. Alright, so Deku versus Asta. Do we have? I'm gonna go in the same order. Zach, do you have any thoughts on these characters or the matchup?
I don't know anything about Black Clover, and I'm not the biggest fan of My Hero, so I'm just kind of here.
Valid. Alright, Nick?
I have seen slightly more My Hero than I have Black Clover, and both of them have an extremely cool aesthetic. I just don't understand it. I feel 80 when I watch them. It's like 2 seconds in, I'm like asking Luke, "What's happening now?"
Alright, Luke, what about you?
Who? What?
Valid. Alright.
I don't know. I'm not the right person to be sitting next to Nick in the situation.
I will say, this episode pissed a lot of people off.
So I'll go against my instincts.
Well, not in its outcome or research or anything like that. Deku versus
So I'll go
Asta's,
against my instincts.
Deku versus Asta is kind of an ass matchup.
Oh, okay.
Deku has many really good matchups. One that we are about to see. Deku versus Miles is awesome, and I'm excited for that one. But Deku versus Gon from Hunter x Hunter or Kamala Khan from Marvel, he's got a lot. And Asta has a really big one with Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. And instead of doing either of their good ones, they did both of their shit one. So
is it like semi-related by theme or something?
Yeah, there's some things there, but
Okay.
very minimally. Excuse me. All right. Well, since clearly this is episode everyone is very invested in, let's go.
I've seen pictures of Deku.
Valid, I guess.
Deku, My Hero Academia's super student straight out of UA High.
Asta, the anti-magical ass kicker from Black Clover.
Though you may be born bereft of the same gifts as your peers, there is nothing stopping you from achieving your dreams.
As long as you're a fictional character in a fantasy world. I mean, as
with
long as
superpowers.
you've got your friends by your side, you'll pack a
What'd
hell
you
of a
say?
punch. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I wonder,
And it's our job to analyze
is
their
it
weapons,
is the whole like group? I don't know how Black Clover goes. Never mind.
Okay.
armor, and skills.
I don't know either of them
Who
go.
will win a death
So make
battle.
assumptions about them, based on one screenshot.
Too bad he was born a freak with no powers. You heard right. This is like a reverse X-Men thing where 80% of the population gets red superpowers, or corpses
Oh.
they're called, while the remaining fifth are stuck as basic bitches, or as his
sucks.
spiky-haired bully
Yeah.
Bakugo called him, Deku.
Well, I will say, I think they might cover it a little bit. A lot of quirks in My Hero suck ass. Like there's
Oh,
a
okay.
guy who his quirk is that his eyeballs are stretchy. That's
You can
it.
do some fun jokes with that.
But very few get the really cool all for one fucking blast throwing explosion stuff.
Yeah.
That was the problem. Even after bulking up from lad to Chad, the recoil from even one punch would shatter all the bones in his arm. So he trained to be able to handle his gift at the superhero school of his dreams, UA High.
And that's when he decided
That's
to
interesting,
own
but
the
you
name
can have
used as a
super
cudgel
strength,
against
but
him
not be able
for
to take
so
your own
many
punch.
years.
Yeah.
Turns out,
With super moves named after U.S. cities and states.
Deku still can't access all of his power safely.
Michigan
Using
flick.
100% will
They actually his main one is the Detroit Smash.
Which is awesome.
Detroit.
but why
Smash is
why
definitely a
US
burger.
stuff?
It's kind of, it's a bit of a reference because it's a superhero anime. It's a bit of a reference to how the U.S. kind of has a monopoly on the superhero genre.
Say again, you cut off.
It's a reference to how the U.S. has a bit of a monopoly on the superhero genre.
Okay.
I
That
thought
also
it would
seemed like
be,
All Might has a bit of US themes.
That too.
I thought it was just going to be a similar situation about like how there's a JoJo stand named Killer Queen and its abilities named Bites the Dust.
Well, Well, I mean, a lot of the abilities have to do, like, the effects of them have to do with, where, I can't really say the same for Detroit, but, like, he has, like, the Texas and, Kansas ones, which focus on, like, giant, massive gusts of winds, which they're right in Tornado Alley. Or, is it Tornado Valley or Alley?
Alley.
I think it's Alley.
Alright.
Shoot style.
Where he pulls out a Glock and blows your brains out. Okay, not really, but keeping
The
with
ultimate
One for All's
quirk.
rabbit theme.
Turns out, One for All did not originate with All Might. It had been passed down 8 times until it arrived at Deku, with each inheritance also carrying the previous user's natural quirk as well.
Like Black Whip, which
I want
lets
to
him
point
hit-
something out that I didn't think about until not that long ago. All Might and Deku kind of fucked this system up, because the whole thing was you pass your quirk down to the next one, and then your quirk gets added to One for All. Deku and All Might didn't have quirks. They're adding fuck all to it.
Nothing's being taken away. It's just nothing
Right,
being
but
added.
like they're not making it any better,
Yeah.
which is the whole point of One for All.
Wait, sorry. What? So Deku had no quirk, right?
He had no quirk.
It's just a regular human.
Yes.
I'll save the question for later because we're short on time. But I'm pretty sure there's some like classist stuff going on in
100%.
My Hero, right?
That is a topic about the story.
You're like dollar menu equivalent of a human being
Pretty much.
in a
One
world
of his
where people
crazy
can do
long
crazy
and
shit.
strong energy tendrils to tie enemies up and swing around the city, or shoot one out of his mouth, just like our girl
Oh, is that
Robbie.
the Spider-Man
And
thing?
Danger
Yep.
Sense, which gives him a minor reactive precognition.
AKA,
Oh, and the Spider-Man
he's
thing.
Spider-Man. Not even a reach. The mangaka is like the biggest Spidey fan ever.
He can also produce a smoke screen to mask his presence, float in midair, or store kinetic energy over time.
Stop blocking the thing.
Fudge it. Oh.
Yeah.
All Might only ever showed his young pupil kindness and support, but that couldn't change the absolutely crushing pressure Deku felt at every moment.
Even
Just being an
classically
outside
trained
viewer,
dickhead Bakugo.
I always thought All Might was gonna turn out to be like,
Like a villain.
yeah, like he had more ulterior motives. Like he was kind of in his own head, like prideful jackass. Just from like the visual of him, but I never knew anything about his actual character.
Oh yeah, no, he is like literally good personified.
Okay.
And with their help, Deku will surely become that beacon of hope he dreamt about as a child.
One hero for all mankind.
I really like My Hero.
This episode is sponsored
Shut
by
up, Brian Reynolds.
Mint Mobile!
Holiday season, the best
Switch
value
to
deals
dollars
can
for less
only be
dollars
found
and
at
money.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is even part of Mint Mobile anymore.
And that was the main song.
Magic! In a world of nerds, he would be its lone jock god, shoving
Is his
every
main
last
motivation
wizard
just
into
that
a
he's trying to
locker
one-up
until
his
they
friend?
crowned him king.
Not that he's
But
trying.
huge, frightening vector.
They are actually one of the few rivalries in anime that like they actively want to see the other one win.
Quick
okay.
caveat. I have seen no Black Clover. I said in the beginning that I saw slightly less than I did My Hero. I was thinking of Black Butler.
Oh.
That's how little I've actually seen Black Clover.
Yeah, no. His motivation is simply that they both want to. They want one of them to succeed in life.
Okay.
The five-leaf clover can harness the power of anti-magic, which will literally nullify the effects of other magic spells, almost like wizard kryptonite. Let the locker stuffing commence. Haha,
So-
nerds.
It wasn't long
When you
before
open
Asta was
it,
accepted
it
into
secretly
one-
says, "I don't believe in that shit."
Pretty much.
I'm a little bit confused. Why? So he can do that without having like the magic within him?
Right, because it's not magic; it's anti-magic.
It is
all-
essential. It's not using magic. It is bringing the other down to your level of magic, which is nothing.
Right, and all
Be
of the
to
power,
doubt. Continue.
And I will also say all of the all of the power isn't coming from Asta; is coming from the grimoire.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I personally prefer keeping it simple, like using anti-magic telekinesis to surf on your sword through the sky.
It's worth noting that these
Okay.
That's pretty
soulmates
simple
specifically
comparatively.
Hang
for-
on.
What's up?
It's just a fucking. if it's anti-magic and it builds its whole identity around being like having the ability to drain mana from other things, why can it do this magical shit? It's already over fucking powered. Like that's like
'Cause he's-
closing the door yet
it-
still kind of slipping under it.
Because he's the main character. He gets to do cool shit.
I don't have
Countering
magic and I
magical
don't believe in it.
attacks.
Anyway, I'm pulling
It's
a
worth
sword out
noting
of
that
my
these
ass.
swords are made specifically for
I'm flying
countering
on it.
magical attacks, and it lets Asta actually select what he does and does not want to cut, only affecting his target while leaving anything else unharmed.
Okay, at this
It's like a
point,
video
isn't that
game
just
where you
magic?
swing your sword to interact with things, and when you're swinging at an enemy, it'll cut it, but when you swing at an NPC, it'll talk to them.
Kind of like that. Also, they're gonna bring up Nick's point.
Target while leaving anything else unharmed.
Okay, at this point, isn't that just magic?
Magic with a loophole.
And he's studied the blade long enough to become a master swordsman to boot. Not in the real life sense, in the anime sense.
He can spin himself like a tornado to deflect magic spells, thrust forward at top speed
Anime
like a charging
swordsmanship
bull,
is cooler.
launch a
It's
barrage
not.
of anti-magic projectiles, and even channel
the thing.
anti-magic into his swords to
If even a modicum of like physics applies and we subscribe to the idea that magic still has to adhere to the law of conservation of energy in that it requires mana, he still has no mana. So
Yeah,
where is
it's
this
like a
coming
car
from?
with. It's like a car without fuel. Be like, oh man, if I drive my car and it doesn't have fuel, it won't drain the fuel, so I don't have to pay for
It's-
gasoline.
It sucks other people's fuel, but like what happens when the fuel goes?
It's a lot.
Also, is that the sword?
vastly increase their size.
Oh,
Well, while he may be no good with mana, he has learned to detect, which gave him and Asta a lot of common ground, despite the whole,
Sorry, is that
you
a
know,
gun behind
mom
Boomstick?
murder thing.
Yes.
Yeah, some kind. I think a few actually.
Yeah, multiple guns.
I didn't take notice of it until now. Kai, stop that
In
moving.
fact, the
He dodged a beam of light while sleeping, as in, he was asleep, and the force of his sneeze pushed his head out of the way of a beam of light.
I will never get over this feat, so I'm bringing it up now. This is something they take seriously. This is a fucking gag panel.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say like
I know it seems silly as hell.
that feels like that. When did he sneeze? That feels like I could do that.
I'd also like to point out there are better options. He dodges light in other points of
didn't-
this.
He didn't dodging something would imply you're doing it like intentionally. He didn't dodge it. He just wasn't in the place the beam hit because he sneezed.
But like he does this a lot. Like not the sneeze thing, like dodge light. He can do that. I don't know why we're using this stupid ass gag panel. Makes me upset.
Dodged it.
Light speed sneezes, everyone. You know who's gonna need all the luck he can get, because even if Asta never gets mana of his own, his true magic is never given up.
And the anime never coming back. I should have it eventually. It's been on
Did
hiatus.
it end and then, like, did it?
They made the movie.
New episodes stop coming out?
They made the movie, and they're like, all right, we'll be back eventually. And it's been like 2 years, and we've heard nothing. All right, going in the same order. Zach, who you got?
I don't think Deku has enough, unless they pull like Deku actually has this specific ability as part of All for One that is an exact counter. I don't think he has enough like countering moves. He has a lot of things that are very strong, but Asta has a lot of things that I feel like could nullify Deku's abilities.
All right,
So I think Asta's gonna win.
all right, Nick.
This is another tough one. I won't take as long. Because I still can't quite wrap my head around the no mana thing. And quirks I can understand because it sounds like it's like a disproportional just amount of energy that gets scattered among the population of my hero. So, you know, I'm imagining that like the 5-leaf, it like just having, what do they call it? The not the Allspark. What do they call it when you're part of the the passed down lineage of like all the quirks?
One for all.
Yes, when you have that, like you have the highest potency. And I know they did say feats about characters that I should be focusing on, but just going on purely the vibes between those two, I'm gonna put my money on Deku.
All right, Luke.
Damn it! It's the thing about like Asta has more counters, but Deku is just overall stronger. When in the last episode, Static was stronger and had the counter.
Right.
I'm gonna go opposite of Nick just because I need to catch up.
You're gonna go Asta. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna run upstairs and piss, and I'll be right back. We can do this real quick.
Okay.
This is tough. Like, I feel like flipping, but I still don't understand the baseline for Asta's power. Like, he doesn't have anything fueling it. So where is this coming from? Why can he do things? Yeah, I know but what is powering the book?
The demon.
What powers the demon?
Hell.
But wasn't he banished from hell for sucking, basically?
I don't know, man.
See, that's what I'm
Anime.
saying. It boils down to nothing at the end. Like, the baseline of every character that is in death battle, no matter what, is like something is fueling them. I don't know what this is. And it's ironic. Well, I guess that's why they paired these characters up, because Deku started with nothing and had something by the end, and then Asta goes further into the nothing. and somehow gets something out of it.
And he has a lot of nothing.
Yeah, I know.
He has like infinite nothing. That's why it becomes something.
That's why I feel like flipping, because if apparently his power is bullshit like that.
Well, that's why I think the bullshit's gonna win out. I think it's gonna be so bullshit that it counters Deku's non-bullshit.
Maybe.
I think the part that's at the very least what's understandable to me is the analogy I just kind of arbitrarily made up 2 seconds ago is like think about like a gust of wind being magic, and then like a vacuum being something that actively gets rid of any gusts of wind. It's like sucking it in. That would be anti-magic. Yeah. So,
but even a vacuum gotta have electricity.
I guess. I guess, and that works.
My analogy is not done, Nick. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Essentially, like, he has the ability to take that away, and then, you know, in anime fashion, it is extremely unrealistic. He is, like, because everyone else in the world has magic, nobody trains martially. Nobody is, like, good at physical activity. So he is not only taking away everyone's magic, but he is also making it so that when there is no magic left, he is the strongest. That's how I see it.
He's got really good villain potential. Yeah, that's my concern, is that they're gonna like basically dip out on the narrative logic and make it that like quirks kind of run on magic, even though it's more along the lines of like the X gene from X-Men.
Deku is like physically strong though outside of his quirks, right?
Well, I think no at first, not without training.
He trained to be so.
Yeah. So I think the training would, like, his physical ability would still stay even if his powers do get taken away. Right. But I don't know if he's going to be as strong as Asta still in the end.
The thing is, though, he trained for. It seems like he trained not to actually be like physically like can throw a punch. More like he trained so that he doesn't break his bones.
Yeah,
under the weight of his magic.
How good is he at like harnessing those skills though? Like if he can like manifest swords and shit from apparently nothing, like how good is he at utilizing those just by being able to summon them?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It seems like they implied that kind of always works out because they described that's what he does and then they moved on. You know what I mean? So presumably it eventually will always work out that he takes their powers away. I'm guessing.
Well, if it's magic, I guess. Like he works right on wizards, but Deku is not a wizard.
Imagine if they pull that. It's like, okay, yeah, he can take away magic, but magic isn't quirks. Quirks are their own thing, so he couldn't take them away.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like, is magic power?
All right,
I'm
back.
hoping, because otherwise it'd just make no sense to even bring it up.
Have you been talking about the episode? Or
Yeah.
All right, so like
And I did
last-
not show my feet this time.
Okay.
I do see what you mean though, Kai. This is a not great matchup. There are a lot of things that just don't line up.
So I'm gonna do what I did last time as well. Gonna bring up some things I didn't hear you guys talk about.
Okay.
Good point for each of them. So, for Deku, quirks are biological, not magic.
That's
We
what I
did talk
said.
about
That's I did say that. It's like a gene.
Yeah, the anti-magic is specifically for magic. So it will not shut down any of Deku's quirks.
Sure, you don't want to change your mind, Luke?
Yeah, it's changing. I'm going for Deku.
Well, I
Okay.
okay, I didn't even get to speak. Okay, anyway.
I had still doubt where you were going.
For Asta, something I feel like you guys are overlooking is their comparison to one of his villains, which could have destroyed the Clover Kingdom, which is a continent.
But what are the?
I love the as if to downplay how fucking powerful it is.
I don't know what to do.
So,
don't-
Zach and Nick, are you guys
Stop.
sticking with Asta and Deku respectively?
Fuck ass kid. I hope he dies.
Yeah, I'm
All
sticking
right.
with Deku.
Fuck ass kid. I hope he wins.
All right, so Nick and Luke are going for Deku.
Sure, I guess. I don't know, man.
You have the opportunity. That's why I'm doing this, because I want you guys. I'm trying to bring up stuff that you guys may not remember.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we have two votes for Deku, 1 vote for Asta, and this track is Strongest Alive, and it's as much as I'm just kind of an okay, like I'm okay with this episode. Strongest Alive is my favorite track they've ever made.
Really? Wow,
Yes.
okay.
HELP. All right, the combatants are set.
HELP. All right, the combatants are.
I need to take a shower.
Sword that big? He's gotta be crazy strong.
Thank you for
I'm gonna
announcing
have to
that
rely
on
on more
YouTube.
than just my power to take him down.
I'm dirty. I love that they have this arena that they're definitely not going to stay in.
Yeah.
Man, this guy can give even Luck a run for his money.
Funny thing with that, the reason they reference the character Luck from Black Clover is because Deku and Luck share the same voice actor.
Oh.
Aren't swords supposed to be sharp? His speed isn't slowed by his sword's weight at all. Gotta hamper his movements and get that book out of his hands. Huh? He found me!
That's my favorite thing about swords that big is like there's no way the sharpness makes sense on any of them.
It wouldn't stay sharp.
Now it's my turn!
The voice actor for Deku, I don't know how the voice actor for Deku is in like real shows.
He's like that.
He is like that. He sounds very like unsure of himself no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds kind of squeaky.
I guess I'll throw off a punch that destroys America.
Exactly.
That was actually pretty good.
He gets better later on in the series.
Detroit, Rock City! Detroit, I'm coming out to see you!
Coming out to see it.
Oh wait, hold on.
That's a feat.
Hold on.
I don't know what Detroit is, but I've had enough of it.
I have also had enough of Detroit.
Hit me with all you've got, because I'm never going down!
despite how enjoyable the silly episodes are, like the ones out with cartoony characters like Wile E. Coyote and Tom Cat, those are fun. These ones are really energetic to watch.
Oh yeah.
I think I like that better.
I did it.
Oh, did he do it?
Oh, fuck!
Take that, Detroit.
What?
It's a Dragon Ball joke.
Okay.
Zach gets a point.
Wow. Wow. I convinced you to come over to my side and screwed you out of a point.
Yeah, Luke, I'm
I
gonna be
don't
real.
get
I
it.
was so happy. I was so happy you were gonna get a point that Nick wasn't for once.
Poor Deku. He tried his best, but Asta just shoved him into that great big locker in the sky.
Both Deku and Asta
this
were
seems like a
very
dumb ending,
evenly matched
though.
melee
It
fighters
is.
without any specific
But
abilities to give one an
anticlimactic.
easy edge over the other. Though, to be fair, the variety of quirks Deku inherited from past users of One for All did make him more versatile and unpredictable.
Plus, quirks are biological mutations, not connected to some supernatural energy source like mana. So Asta's anti-magic powers were basically useless here.
And Deku was generally a smarter and more tactical fighter, but against Asta's incredible might, this time Brawn beat Brains.
Let's crunch some numbers! Deku's greatest feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
By measuring the size of the island and comparing it to the clouds above, we can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion kilograms of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 12,000 of them?
And required an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per punch.
Let's compare that to Asta. But Totally Spell was going to be
I
strong.
will, real quick, I do want to point this out. They were splitting All for One here, or One for All here. So I feel like because Deku gave some of All for One, I keep getting them mixed up. One for All to Bakugo, he should be able to, when he has all of it himself, he should be able to get the whole force of it, not half of it.
Yeah.
TNT
But I
per
also get where
punch.
they're coming
Let's
from.
compare that to Asta. But Totally Spell was going to be strong enough to vaporize a country the size of the Clover Kingdom.
We can use this map from the manga to estimate the size of Clover Kingdom to be about 500 kilometers in diameter, about half the length of Great Britain. Vaporizing a country of that size would require an energy of over 480 teratons of TNT, over 6 times greater than Deku's punch.
While Asta uses
guess that would still be
anti-magic,
more.
it isn't an automatic counter. It needs to be comparable in strength to the spell it's combating. And Asta's gotten way stronger since.
Asta was also quicker. Sure, scaling to Shigaraki would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could dodge light in his sleep, and that's his
Come
base
on.
form. Even before transforming with Lipa to get way faster.
And since Deku and Asta's precognitive...
Like I said, there's a lot of arguments for him being faster that don't involve that, and I'm upset that they just kind of lock that one in.
Yeah.
That is not something that isn't considered or that people think is stupid that he's faster than Deku. He definitely is. It's just the fact that they're using a stupid feat to justify it.
Yeah.
abilities more or less matched each other, it was only a matter of time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku
He
has
didn't.
struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was
In the
smarter,
fight, he
but if
didn't.
he literally
Yeah.
didn't have enough time to come up with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brains were wasted.
Deku's tactical brilliance and harem-scarum tenacity definitely gave his opponent a run for his money, but Asta's raw power, blinding speed, and deadlier weaponry spelled the end for All Might's pupil.
Deku gave it his all, and I wish he had won. Hasta la vista.
The winner is Asta.
Do we have any final
I'm not
thoughts?
disappointed. I just kind of wish the ending was a little bit different because
Oh,
it just
yeah, it's not
Deku
great.
pathetically being like, "I did it."
I would
That's
also
it.
like to point out one of their big things that they talk about is the fact that his swords aren't sharp. So
Yeah.
right here,
Were all of the specifically the dull swords that they talked about stabbing?
Now, if they had literally done this exact same thing, but just not had them cut into him, just push him to the ground, and then they crush him, yeah, it'd still be anticlimactic, but it'd make more sense.
That I almost feel like it's similar to like how they show Omni-Man's strength is like, yeah, it's a dull object, but that's just how hard it's hitting.
Maybe. I will
Just
say
sharpness.
this came out almost 3 years ago now. My Hero is now done, so there's gonna be a lot more to cover for with Miles and Deku. And Miles has gotten a lot more since then because we've got another Spider-Verse movie, and he's done a lot more in the comics.
And the Spider-Man 2 game.
And that's right, yeah, he has a new game as well. So there's definitely a lot more there. Final thoughts?
I said mine.
The kid
happy I
died.
got a point today.
I like that. For some reason I haven't seen that. I almost consider it a trope, and yet I haven't seen it before, where like, you know, a powerful character has this one attack where like if they use it, it like spends all their energy. So One for All, for instance, Deku completely spent, and the only reason Asta won was because he was able to survive that.
Yeah.
So I like when things do that, though I may have never even seen it before, or maybe like if I did, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I like that kind of story beat.
Mm-hmm.
Before we end off, I'm just gonna double check and see if they've posted the thing so we can do a quick look at the what's it called?
The sneak peek.
Yeah. Did they throw it in? If they did,
Donkey Kong versus Superman.
Well, the episode was Donkey Kong versus King Kong, but they're talking about the new Donkey Kong game and the Superman movie.
Okay. I thought they were gonna try to debate who would win Donkey Kong versus Superman.
Fucking Goku loses to Superman, but Donkey Kong beats Superman.
Funnily enough, Mario versus Superman is a somewhat popular matchup. I hate it, but
dude, Mario and Luigi like RPG would beat the shit out of Superman. I'm not even gonna lie.
Scroll up.
What is?
Scroll up all the way.
Down.
Slightly. On the right there. It's Cyborg versus Darth Vader once he takes his mask off.
Oh my god.
No, I was looking at fucking Donkey versus Mater.
No, that's not a death battle cast. Is Mater a
serial killer?
They're just talking about matchup ideas. Hold on, I'm seeing if someone's posted it. If they did do it.
What is it? They're both sidekicks with buck teeth.
People can post whatever they want. Oh, okay, we do have I'm assuming, yeah, okay, so we do have a sneak peek real quick before I gotta go.
Okay.
Let's see what it looks like. Oh shit! It's hand drawn.
It looks really good.
I was so ready for a sprite fight.
Skills, man.
Damn near fucking
Here to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson.
Man.
That sounds like Peter Parker, though.
We'll have to hear more of it later on, but I'm excited. I was 100% ready.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's not the official voice. Maybe they're, I don't know.
But holy shit!
That looks gorgeous.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I want to hear that Miles voice again real quick.
You got skills, man.
Oh,
show
wait.
me what you can
Is
do?
it this?
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
Yeah, that sounds like it. The all right new guy thing sounded more like Peter Parker to me.
But holy shit! All right. So yeah, that's this weekend. We got to figure out if we're doing that Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
All right. I'm super excited for that.
Me too.